Well, hi there and welcome. I'm Rebecca Weaver, and I'm going to give you a course tour, just a general overview of what the course is about, the websites you'll visit, and what's going to be required of you. So we'll start. We're going to be using MyMathLab. You can go to mymathlab.com, or you can I have a MyMathLab access button over here if you want to use that. Or you can just type mymathlab.com in your URL, and that'll get you there too. This is our course ID for our Math 221 course. So you'll have to have that to key in to get to my assignments. Um, I'm going to want you to read your Blackboard announcements really at all times. You're going to print and read your syllabus, read the Start Here section, and then you'll take a syllabus Start Here quiz right after that. You'll also need to do an introduction as well. Um, what I expect that you'll do is you'll print out the instructor notes in Blackboard, and then you'll watch the instructor videos that I've provided, and then you'll try your MyMathLab homework. And then if you have questions, then you can email me. Now, MyMathLab also has videos for you to watch if you get stuck on a particular problem. The main thing is I'm here to help, and if you let me know what I can do to help, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. I will have Zoom sessions, and I have several Zoom sessions available. My open office Zoom session is where I'm going to be here on Tuesdays from 10 to 11. I'm just going to sit at the computer, and if you have a question, you can come in. All of the session attendances are optional, but if you have a question, anybody can just come in and I'll work problems for you. My favorite are the class Zoom sessions. For these, if you're needing a class Zoom session, I like to do it when the students are available. So you just send me a request to do a class Zoom session, and then give me some days at times that work for you. Now I'm available nights, weekends, and weekdays. Whenever it is, you just give me a few days and times that work for you, and I will schedule in a time that works for my schedule because I have other class Zooms going on too. Now, if you want a private Zoom session, that's going to be where like we go over your grades or we can go over your test questions or something like that. You just send me an email and we'll work out a time that we can go over something that pertains to basically just you. In the class Zoom sessions, I'm going to go over homework. You can tell me, please work this problem or that, and I'll be happy to do that for you. So there's our link for our open office Zoom meeting. The first one will be Tuesday, of course, and then all the Tuesdays after that. Now here's your RPN link. I have the link in several different locations you'll see. But UAA Distance Services, they handle all the proctoring for UAA courses. And I just give them the due dates and the passwords and the different rules associated with the exam. And then they monitor the exams. If you have any questions about RPN, sometimes if you haven't used it before, it's a little tricky. You'll need a webcam and a microphone and a reliable internet. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get set up, but UAA Distance Services is who you contact. They can fix all of that for you. I haven't had any luck with people using RPN help, but UAA Distance Services will get right on it, and they will get the matter solved for you if you're having any issue very promptly. They've always been excellent. All right, contact your instructor. I've given out my cell phone number. There it is. Call or text if you have any issues. Um, Email's the best way to get a hold of me, but if you need something in the immediacy, then feel free to text me is the best thing. Um, Tuesdays, 10 a.m., that's where I'm sitting here on the computer. Here's where you'll find your syllabus. There's a student registration. MyMathLab does this for us. You just go in there and they will give you kind of step by step how to get into MyMathLab and what to do. And then here's my syllabus. You'll want to download that and print it and read it. All right. Next up, we have the Start Here section. I'm not going to read through all of this. I'll let you read through it. This is an online course, so that is kind of what you're doing. But first up, there's academic integrity. Then once again, I tell you to print the syllabus. Here's my information on the course overview. You know, you're going to have homework in MyMathLab, um, doing an online math class. I even mentioned the fact that it is tough. It is tough. Oops. It's just tough to do an online course, and you're having to do all of this by yourself. So, you know, it takes a lot of time. Um, you've got to watch the videos, you've got to try to figure it out, and then you've got to try to do the homework, and then you got to set aside time to ask me questions and do a Zoom meeting. So don't put it off till the very last minute, because if you put it off till Sunday, you don't have time to ask me questions or attend a Zoom meeting. I am pretty flexible with due dates. So if you get hung on Sunday and you can't do the work, just send me an extension request and I can do that for you. I know sometimes we don't manage our time as effectively as maybe we should sometimes. So I am pretty flexible uh, with due dates. All right, so here's your different technology that you're going to need in this course. I'll let you read through that. The textbook, if you want a printed book, you can get one, but the ebook comes with your MyMathLab access. And so if you don't mind reading the ebook, then it's free with that access and you don't have to buy a book, which is really nice. Make sure that I have your email address on file. You do need to introduce yourself to the class, and I've introduced myself to the class, and then respond to a couple of people too. We can kind of get to be a group and we know who all's in here. There are two different types of exams. You're going to have a proctored exam and an extended time online exam. That's the very last one. The very last exam is a take home, but all the other exams are proctored 1 through 4. So you'll want to make sure that you're set up with RPN and you kind of know what to do with those proctored exams. There's another RPN link. There's your checklist and you're ready to begin the course. There's another checklist and little information about your weekly assignments. So you'll want to read through that. All right, discussion board. Um, there's where you're going to introduce yourself. And if you have any questions and you want to talk back and forth in the class, go into that study group. That's a great place to go. Here's where your Start Here quiz is. Your recorded lectures are in this particular folder. And you'll notice that I have my videos, all section 1.1. I even included the PowerPoints in case you wanted to print any of those. And then I also included Claire Coaches has taught this course before. She's not teaching it now, but she has videos that she created. And I don't mind whose videos you like to watch. They're all related to this textbook, and I figure the more tools you have at your fingertips, the better off you'll be. So you have both my videos and you have Claire Coaches' video. She's a friend of mine, and I did get permission. She said, by all means, if it'll help the students, you could put my videos in your course too. So that's what I did. Course materials, this is just the book that you are using, and you can see that book is $213 and you are not required to have that printed book. It comes free with your MyMathLab. So that's great. You are going to need a handheld graphing calculator. That was somewhere in all of that technology required. I'll be using the TI-84 in my instruction. So if you want to get one of those, they're great calculators to use. If you want to use a different calculator, be sure and send me an email. And symbolic manipulators aren't allowed on your exams, nor are like iPhone or tablets. Anything online isn't allowed to be used for your exams. So if you have a question about it, just email me and I'll walk you through that. All right, let's look at our syllabus. Okay, at the beginning of the syllabus, there's some information related to face-to-face classes. So if you come on campus, you'll want to review that information. There's my contact information, a little bit of description about the course and your learning outcomes. Our text and materials, once again, MyMathLab Access Pass is going to be required for the course. You do not need a printed textbook. You can get one if you choose. I gave information about that. But if you if you're fine with an ebook, I mean, that's free. Graphing calculator, I gave you some suggestions there. High-speed internet, you will need that. And we are using RPN, so you will need the tools that are required for that as well. A little information about attendance, and you're expected to do the assignments and keep up and contact me. If something happens in your life and you need some due dates extended, be sure and let me know. We will have exams and we will have homework throughout the course. There's some information about the exams here, your proctored exams and your take-home exams. There are a few show your work questions. Here's where that information is located about what you do for show your work questions. I do offer a 5-point bonus on a test if you'll communicate with me 1 to 7 days prior to your exam. You just give me a little check-in. Tell me what's going on with the test. Are you feeling comfortable or are you concerned about it? Just any comments about any of that content. And let's see if you have any questions about RPN or um, anything about the exams, you be sure and call IT. I've given some information with Blackboard support, and here's some Pearson information with MyMathLab if you're needing help with MyMathLab. Uh, my late work, here's that information where if you can't complete an assignment, be sure and give me the exact section numbers and the proposed due date that you want me to consider. I need something to put in the computer and I don't like to guess. So I need to know those exact due dates and I need to know those exact sections. Your this week's homework might be different than someone else's this week's homework, so don't make it that general. Be sure and be specific. I'll even extend test due dates if you need me to do that for you. Here's my academic integrity policy. You'll get a 0 if you're caught cheating on anything. Grading scale, here's how the points are allocated. As you can tell, it's really about 50% on tests and then 50% on all these other things here, the homework, skills inventory, and introduction. So here's our information on safety. A lot of that has to do with campus stuff, which we're not doing. And because this is an online class, then you have your Title IX and your discrimination types of information, your emergency contacts, library services, disability services, all of this information is in your syllabus. Now, I would print these last couple of pages. These last couple of pages give all of your due dates. They tell you when your exams are. You'll notice your first exam is right here, February 3rd. So this is pretty important. A couple of pages here so that you'll know what's due and when, and that'll help you schedule your time. All right, let's look at MyMathLab. So when you get into MyMathLab, the first thing up is an incoming skills inventory. You'll want to take that, and it's due on the 17th. And you can see your due dates listed here on your homework. You will also, let's see, your exams, you won't be able to, you can try to get into them, but they are password protected. So you won't be able to get in them. You'll have to go into Blackboard and get into RPN, and then RPN will then insert your passwords once they make sure that your testing area is satisfactory. All right, but you'll just click on these and you'll just start your homework after you've watched those videos. So let's go look at where the videos are. I just wanted to reiterate on where these videos are. There are some PowerPoint notes here that you can use to follow along. So you can have both your video open and your PowerPoint and go along with that. So if you'll watch those videos and then go and attempt your homework, then I can help you if you have any questions. I can work through some problems if you have any questions. And just let me know what I can do for you. If you don't email me and let me know, I have no way of knowing that you need help. So be sure and contact me. That's the main thing. Contact me and let me know what I can do to help you. And it'll be a great semester if you communicate with me, and I'll get right back with you, usually within 24 hours. And have a wonderful day, and hopefully we'll have a successful semester. All right, good luck to you. Bye now.